Conversation Inside the Music with Carol Riddick.
Conversations Inside the Music, where we discuss the topics you think about when you're chilling with your fuzzy slippers and your onesie.
Yeah! Welcome to Conversations Inside the Music with Carol Riddick.
What's the deal? Yours truly, the magnificent DJ Jazzy Joe.
Hi, this is Jill Scott, a.k.a. Jilly de Philadelphia.
Hey, this is Gerald Beasley.
Conversations Inside the Music.
With my dear friend, the amazing Carol Riddick.
So get ready to join in on the conversation and chill with us on another edition of Conversations Inside the Music with Carol Riddick.
Hey, family. Thanks for joining us for another edition of Conversations Inside the Music with yours truly. Our guest today is a former Temple University student who describes her style of music as aggression and vulnerability. She's a star whose journey is evolving and is limitless. Welcome to today's conversation with the beautiful and uberly talented Bri Steves. So the first time I actually met you in person was at the rehearsal that we did for the tribute.
Right.
So, and this is going to sound so crazy. So I started following you after that, but I just think you are phenomenal. I thought you were phenomenal prior too, but man, having like shared some space with you on the stage, I kept looking like, okay, she is fire. She is more fire than I even thought. First of all, thank you for agreeing to chit chat with me to have a little conversation. I read that you grew up in East Falls. I didn't know that.
What kind? I was born in East Falls.
I did read that. You moved to Delaware.
Yeah, I was really in Queens Lane though. I moved to Delaware for like middle and high school, and then I came back when I went to Temple.
Okay, to you.
I've been home ever since.
Yeah, I went to Temple as well. But did you take engineering and production at Temple?
I took like a couple classes.
Okay.
So my major was PR, Stratcom. Yeah, so they have like a lot of elective space. So
right.
I took a pop songwriting, a Pro Tools engineering class, anything music I could kind of get my hands on. I just had the time.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
What was your main focus when you
at school? I mean, honestly, I was just trying to figure my life out at that point. Like I knew it was something I loved to do. So I naturally just put a bunch of my time when I was in school or outside of my classes. I was recording in my dorm. That was just something I loved to do. It didn't really dawn on me that, oh yeah, make this your career path until, it just kind of happened. You on a path and, wow. I get situations, but I just was following what I love to do. But in school, oh man, I had no idea what I wanted to do because I was in school, I was like, PR is kind of, I think I could do this. This gives me a lot of space, wiggle room to figure out what I want to do. Honestly, I went to school, college, to make my mom happy. I've always been really good in school, but I had no other interest besides music for real. I had no clue. So the fact that I'm actually doing music now is kind of like, oh, well, it was destined.
I would say so. Listen, I'm reaping the benefits. I'm enjoying you. So I would say it was destined. It was destined to be so. I went from my experience with you, and I feel like there's a good group of people in Philly or in the tri-state that are familiar, but they don't really know who you are, how, much about you as well. I would hear your name, and never knew you were born in Philly, which is crazy to me.
Yeah.
That's so crazy. Do you have siblings?
Not on my mom's side. My dad's side.
Same with me.
To me, I'm an only child, but my dad got some kids.
And I thought about that too, because it's a little easier to get in that creative space. Well, to tune into your creative side when you're an only child.
Exactly.
Because you find things to do. Now, I know you sing. I know you rap.
Mm-hmm.
What is it that you don't do? What can you not do?
I don't I don't put no cap on myself. Anything that I can't do. That's a hard question. I don't know. I never tried anything that I really wasn't good at if I tried it.
I love it.
What people usually say, what they not good at?
Well, some people say, well, I can't cook. But no, I loved your response because that's a whole nother perspective. You said, look, I don't really fail at things I set out to do.
That's how I got here.
Hello. So I also read that you played the viola.
Yes, so you got all the details on me. Wow.
I thought that's so cool.
Yeah, I played, that's funny. That was actually like my first instrument back in, when did I start? Like elementary school, maybe. I chose the viola. I played in like a symphony orchestra for several years, all the way throughout, up in the high school. It's funny because my viola, I actually sold my viola when I was in college to get my stereos that I currently have now for my studio setup. It was an investment into my career.
Wow. I saw that. I was like, what? Because I was going to ask, do you incorporate that? Or do you intend to? That would be cool.
Yeah, I don't know if I can play anymore. I mean, I haven't played in years.
I think that's awesome. I'm trying to tell you that I don't know, as much as I love music and as much as it is my passion, I never tried to play an instrument. I'd probably be, I don't know. I thought about guitar at one point, but.
Yeah, but I like my nails. So, they want you to take the nails off and with the little pick and stuff. And I was like, you know what? I can't go around with nubs. I'm okay.
Well, you might be the first person to, come up with a way.
Right. Maybe I could pluck them with the nails. I don't know.
You see what I'm saying? I want to hear about this experience. I think it was 2018 with Kendrick Lamar.
Oh, Made in America.
So I want to know about your experience playing at Made in America in 2018.
Okay. Well, that whole thing, the way that kind of came about was really crazy because I was in LA at the time recording. And Kendrick has always been somebody that has kind of watched my career from the start. I met him back in 2016. He's always been super supportive of my career behind the scenes. So I'm in LA, I'm recording, get a call through the homies. He's like, you know what? I'm headlining the show in Philly. I know homegirls from Philly. Do you want to come out, bring you out on stage? You just dropped your single Jealousy. I'm freaking out because this is crazy. Fly back the next day. Mind you, I had like strep throat at the time. Nobody knows this. So I was really going through a lot of pain on my vocals. But the next night, we made it work. I showed up there, he sits me down, sitting on the side of the stage, like, I'm bringing you out to Good Kid, Mad City. He's real calm. This is probably the calmest I've ever been for a performance. Usually I get super bad stage, but I get really nervous. But mind you, this is a swarm of people, like thousands of people. And I was so surprised, talking to, my managers, Donnie and Chase, and it's like, yo, I've never seen you this calm before. I'm like, yo, this just feels right. Like I'm supposed to be here. I remember years, growing up listening to Kendrick, this is one of my idols, somebody I look up to. And to be here about to go on a stage with him, most people would feel super uptight. And I just felt completely at calm. Like this is where I'm supposed to be. So when he brought me out on that stage, mind you, I'm like, I know it's people I went to school with. That's like, how is she out here right now? And it just felt incredible because I remember the year before and the year before that, sometimes I had to sneak into Made in America. So it was crazy. Just being on stage with the headliner was an incredible experience. I'll never forget that. Like top, if it ain't two, it's top one performance of my life. It made it easy because he's such a nice guy. Like, he keeps it real calm. He always wrapped his arms around me. And he always made it feel like, yo, this ain't business. This is just like, yo, man, I support you. I believe in you. I want you to go out on that stage, do your thing. So he kind of, he kind of gave me that push and the extra, you know, like, oh, Kendrick messed with me, then I'm really good. You know what I mean? So.
And I get that too, because I mean, we all know how phenomenal he is too.
Exactly.
And just to have that stamp of approval. You had your cape on that day.
I did.
How did you two even meet? I don't think.
Back in 2016, actually, I was sitting down in a meeting with my boy Sam Taylor, doing like, you know, publishing things, just playing some music around, you know, in LA, seeing, you know, people would mess with him. Never. I met Sam for the first time. I played him some of my music. I like to get up and perform. I'm in this, you know, this formal office performing for him. He gets up out of nowhere and leaves the office. So I'm thinking I did something bad. All I see is him on the phone talking to somebody, you know, real riled up. I'm like, damn, we about to get kicked out of here. What's up? What's going on? Come back in. He's like, all right, you meeting Doc tonight. And I'm like, Doc, he can't be talking about Doc. Maybe like somebody else. But no, he was like, no, you're going to meet Kendrick tonight. You know, that's my boy. I got to introduce y'all. I really fuck with your sound. I'm like, oh my God. So later that night, we're driving to the studio. And it was a really small, like, you know, close-knit kind of thing. I think he was working on To Pimp a Butterfly at the time. Wow. Had no clue. So I walk in there. It's maybe like 4 other people in there. He's sitting like on top of this desk. I'm nervous. I had to drink a little Red Bull before I came there. And, you know, they played the music and, you know, I just kind of came alive. Like, I just performed my stuff right in front of his face. You know what I mean? And the whole time he was just smiling at me. It was the energy. It was a moment. So it felt really great at that time. And after I was done, he was like, yo, man, I really love your energy. Like, I really feel it. Like, you're super talented. And for me, this is like, you know, I'm still on Carlisle and Oxford at you know, living on Temple's campus. So I'm just like, I can't believe I'm here in front of this guy right now. He says I'm dope. I never thought I'd hear this in my life. This is crazy. But ever since then, you know, he's been like behind the scenes, like, you know, really involved, like career-wise, like, yo, how's it going? Maybe she should do this. Like, you know, just really supporting me behind the scenes. And this was in 2016. Yeah. Super humble, down-to-earth guy.
You know, that amazes me because, I mean, I'm happy to hear like how dope and humble and down to earth he is, because, you know, this industry is, you know, it is crazy and you don't always meet a lot of genuine people or genuinely good-hearted people, and especially out the gate.
Yeah.
Kudos. I'm grateful for that for you, because like I said, again, you can't get a better endorsement.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need another endorsement.
Right.
Have you tried anything new since we've been in the downtime? You have any new hobbies?
I mean, I've been cooking more. I think I've been doing what everybody else been doing. Like, women in the house, you getting your plate together, you start interior decorating and stuff. But really, I just been on some, you know, just super creative at this time. I just shot like a new video.
Nice.
You've been asking me about when I'm putting out music, and it's finally coming out.
Woo!
But that's what I'm really excited about.
Well, I'm excited about that for you. What's your creative process? Well, I have 2 questions. This is a 2-part question, because I know I did read about the producers with whom you first started working. I think it was Hitmaker and was it T-?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Do you guys still work together? That's one part of the question. Mm-hmm. And the second part is what's your creative process like?
My creative process, I'm really beat first, so I need to listen to something, and whenever I hear the track, it's the right track, I get inspired and it just kind of flows out. I don't know how better to say it than that, but I need to hear the music, and that's how I determine what I write. It just puts me in a space. Right. So if it's some up-tempo stuff, maybe I'm talking heavy. If it's some moody, dark stuff, all of a sudden, I don't know, maybe I'm getting a little raunchy. You never know what you're going to get, but it all depends on the beat first. So
I love that. I love, you know, your explanation of your creative process. Everybody's just different. You know, everybody needs a little something different to get into the space where they want or need to be.
Yeah.
And I like hearing from other artists what they do. It's always of interest. not that it'll affect my own creative process, but it's always interesting. What I like to do is let everybody know who you are and what you're doing and all that good stuff. And we just took care of that. I do want to know if there's anybody on your radar. You have artists with whom you work or somebody that you feel we should know?
What I want to put on, let's see. I mean, the people that I'm most inspired by, that I really fuck with heavy are, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
No, this is real. This is what we're doing.
Number one, I really like Rocky a lot. She's from the city.
Yeah, I just heard of her.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man, she go hard at that. She got crazy bars. She's a genuine spirit. I love her a lot. Pound side pop is somebody actually cool with heavy too. Probably King. That's the homie too. He just put out his Project Orange Soda like not too long ago.
Orange Soda, I like that too. I got one last question.
Okay.
Is there a question that I did not ask you that if you were me, you would have asked?
I don't know. That's hard because I don't like questions. You know? I guess I would have asked me. Nope, I wouldn't ask that. Nope. You know what? I've known there's a lot of people that have been asking me about music. I would have asked, when is the music actually coming, Bri? Because I know people been asking me like, yo, when do you get, what's going on? And I've been taking my time getting everything right. But I really got it coming. Anybody listening to this that's like, Bri be lying, she really not giving me nothing. I'm going to give y'all the music. I done shot the first video and everything. Like it's in the can. Like, okay.
Nice. Well, thank you, beautiful, for stopping by.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. We'll have to do this again sometime.
I'm here. I'm in the house.
I'm watching you. I'm checking you out. I watch all your posts. Do they call that trolling? That's horrible.
That's not trolling.
It's trolling. What is that?
That's just I don't know, paying attention.
Okay, there you go. I like that. See, because that's what I'm doing. Yeah. I'm supporting. I'm paying attention. I'm living vicariously because I'm saying I told you. Yes.
Oh my God.
Some of the things you say, I'm telling you now. You'll say yes. See, Carol is somewhere saying yo.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
I'm gonna look out for when you start dropping your videos and your alter ego. I'm looking out for it.
Well, I need to. That's what I need to do.
Go ahead. Ain't nobody stopping you.
They definitely are not stopping me. As a matter of fact, they're encouraging my alter ego, but I don't know if they're ready for her. I don't know. Listen, I'm fiery, I'm 50, and I'm a Scorpio.
Ooh.
Those three right there.
Spicy.
Exactly. That's exactly what I am. Well, all right, lady, I will not keep you any longer. I'll be looking for the next IG. I'll be looking for the next post. So.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you for having me come on here. One of the legends to me. So I'm really glad that you reached out and blessed me being on your podcast.
Don't you make me blush.
Oh, God.
All right, lady, I'll talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye. Family, that wraps up another edition of Conversations Inside the Music with yours truly, Carol Riddick. As always, thank you so much for joining the conversations. If you like what you heard, please tell a friend and be sure to check out prior interviews on any media stream where you typically listen to your podcasts. Also, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel to be notified when new episodes are available. And follow us on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram at Conversations Inside the Music and on Twitter at Chat and Chill. Whatever you do, be good to you and to those around you. And remember, to whom much is given, much is required. Catch you next time on another edition of Conversations Inside the Music with Carol Riddick.
Conversations Inside the Music with Carol Riddick.